What's up, bitches? All right, so it's just me and Savannah today. We kind of had a lag again. So sorry, guys. We had a lag again on somebody that we were going to record with. This is our third time rescheduling. Feel like shit. This time it was my bad. Last time Savannah had a pond at her house. This time my shit fucked up.
But you know what? You low-key jinxed that because you were low-key talking shit when my apartment flooded. We had some technical... Tammy had some
technical difficulties. My fucking car ran out of juice.
So wait, your car's name is Tammy, right?
Yeah.
What made you name her Tammy?
Okay, so the way I name every single car that I have, and I never name them until I truly drive them and I feel like I fuck with you. This is what your name is. But the thing, I didn't even do that with this car though. This car, I had this name ready because I used to. You remember my old Camry, the one that like I started fixing up and shit.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was Tammy too. No.
Yeah, this is Tammy 2.0, but that's why I called this one
Tammy got an upgrade.
Literally, like once I lost my other Camry, so once I got this one, that's Tammy. She's revived now. Literally for the third time though.
So besides like your car and shit, like what else have you been up to?
That was literally it, dude. Like I was there for 8 hours.
Dude, I know you were there all fucking day. On top of that with a dead phone.
Yeah, it wasn't until my man so what had happened, I dropped off my shit. I go on my car. I lock myself out. And so like that shit drained the juice. But it was on for 30-40 minutes. I have had my car on at the drive-in, the same blasting AC, everything for 2 hours at the drive-in. But the guy also said, he's all like, well, you were kind of already going to be due for a new replacement anyway, so. Yeah,
because you had your car for a while, huh?
Yeah, it's already been, turned 2 years old, like in March, so. I was there for 8 hours. At one point, like my man sent his coworker's wife. She came with me for a little bit, gave me some water, sat in the AC, and then I was by myself for a couple more hours. My man came. He started knocking on everybody's door asking for a charger because I couldn't even fucking call my tow company. Like I was stuck.
Like random people.
Yeah, like my car wouldn't even turn on to charge my fucking phone, bro. And I was scared to go knocking because, like, I'm a little bitch. Like, they can take me like nothing. So, somebody was thankful enough, like, to grab let me charge my shit in their house. We broke into the complex gym. And, like, we were kind of just kicking it in there. But, yeah, I was there for 8 fucking hours, all for a dead battery.
How did your car lock, though? Like, it just automatically locked on its own?
My car's not even supposed to lock with the key in. The way my car works and a lot of the newer cars work, if you leave your key in there, they automatically unlock. Like, they won't let them lock themselves in there. But I found a trick, and if you guys want to learn how to do it, like, this is how you do it. So, you put your window down, close your door, lock your doors, and then pull your window up. But make sure you have your fucking key on you, and then that's how you can lock your cars like that, the newer ones, without turning that shit off and, like, you know, leaving it open. That's what I had done, but I forgot I took my key out my titty because I always carry it in my fucking bra. I always carry it in my bra. And that day I took it out my bra because I was unlocking the door when I had originally locked it. And then I forgot that I threw it in the cup holder. So when I come back to my car, I'm like, I see the key already in the fucking cup holder, dude. So I literally, like, what was so funny, dude, I numb cried. Like, I was, like, so done with, like, fucking, like, just crying. Like, I was like, dude, like, I can't do shit. Like, I was literally sad, but I didn't feel shit. And I remember I was just sitting in front of a fucking dumpster looking at the shit, like, just, like.
Were you, like, about ready to break your window? I feel like at that point, I was going to be like,
no, once it hit, like, 30 minutes, bitch, I'm not going to lie. There was a fucking pole the size of a whole ass truck. Like a big ass metal pole, and it was right across from me, and I was looking at that shit like, I'm about ready to bust the windows out your car. Like, have you heard that song?
No, but so, like, if you were to bust your window open and you took it to the dealership, I
would have had to fucking pay for my window. So that's why I was like, that's just cheaper for me to, like, let that shit kill itself than fucking break the window. But yeah,
dude, what is up, like, with us and just bad shit happening to us?
I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've been getting more shit happening ever since I started posting more of myself because I want to be out here for the podcast. You're doing it because you want to be out there because you're single. You want to get people to interact. But I feel like it's just because out of nowhere we started posting a ton of our lives that's why we're getting evil eye.
That's true, because I've been posting a lot of myself ever since I became single. My account is public. Like, all my accounts are public. You know how many people probably look at my page on a daily, like, wishing bad shit on me?
Dude, I've literally on my personal, I've gotten 300 and like, and from the 1st of July until now, what are we, like 20 something? Yeah, 27? And I've reached like 300, 400 accounts. That's my personal. Like, the podcast is like doing way better than that, but it's still like, why the fuck are so many people coming onto my shit? Like, all I post is fucking stories. I don't even make actual posts. It's fucking insane. But literally, no, as soon as I started posting for the podcast, as soon as I like barely started it, dude, 2 flat tires.
Definitely fucking, that's definitely the
so if you guys are fucking out here hating and giving us evil eye,
then
like,
fuck you bitches.
At least go fucking dislike the video. Like, shit, even that counts. Do something with yourself. I'm about to
start putting my shit on private, because I feel like lately, like, someone probably is fucking doing some shit to me.
Probably. I've been thinking about doing that too, like my personal account, but I just like to like share, like give shout outs and stuff, and like tag like famous people and see if they see it, or like the podcast that I listen to, because that's mostly who reacts back is the podcasters. And like, that's the only reason why my shit's public right now, is because I want people to see that I'm tagging them and shit.
Meanwhile, I have my shit public, so like my old sneaky links can come. Yeah. Because I know he be watching he don't even follow me, and he be watching my stories.
It's funny how, like, what sucks is like on sub like social media stuff like Facebook, they'll just put and one other.
Yes,
like, why can't
dude.
you be like Instagram and just show me everybody?
Yeah, I don't fucking understand that shit. That's stupid as fuck. Like, if I gotta pay for that shit, I would. Like, I want to know who's fucking looking at my shit. Don't give them the
idea, bitch. They will start charging us. Shit, Instagram is connected to Facebook. That's the same thing, though.
Oh, yeah,
Why
Meta?
is Instagram okay with showing us the people and Facebook isn't?
That's true.
Might as well give it to us on both. But yeah, no, that was a little bit of my week. Did you have anything interesting other than she's about to leave for vacation? So that's
I'm about to be in Cali this weekend, but last weekend I went to the Peso Pluma concert, and that shit was fucking lit, bro. Like, I wanted to go up there and fucking like suck him up. Like, he was so fucking fine, bro. Like, I wonder if he actually fucks bitches, like fucks hella bitches. Cause I mean, I don't know, like if I was super famous, like I could fuck whoever I want.
No, more like anybody will want to fuck you.
Yeah, but like at the same time, I feel like he's also like that type of person that like is careful. I don't know. But then again, I mean,
it's kind of like Drake said, I'm not just anybody. That's how they gotta see it. They're not just anybody. They know they can get whoever they want. So, I mean, they can be selective all they fucking want.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if it's like, if they see like you're really, I don't know. Then again, it's like if you want a quick nut, anybody is like.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if he has like sneaky links. Like.
You know that they a lot of artists and stuff like that actually do have like that one person in every city they go and hook up with.
That's
Imagine having
wild.
worldwide hoes.
Damn, bro.
Like, that roster's insane.
I would for sure like fold at any time for him.
For Peso Pluma?
Yeah, hell yeah.
How was it? Like, was it hella packed?
Yeah, it was super packed. It was sold out. It was a sold out concert.
When you showed me the video at first, I'm over here like I didn't act like I was there with you. If you know, you know. When I seen it at first, I'm like, what the fuck? That shit's empty. But then when you showed me at the end, how did you feel like not speaking Spanish, but like still like, cause you could still feel that fucking energy.
Dude, that shit was still like a vibe. Like, I may not know like what the fuck like he's saying exactly. I have an idea what the songs are about. I can't really sing like along to them, but that shit was a vibe either way. Like, if I could go back, I would. There was a lot of people that I knew of there too. Like that. Yeah. It was hella fucking packed.
We're gonna go ahead, guys, and we're gonna like, since this episode is so like unpredicted. Like I said, I had an accident happen we had to cancel last minute on our guest. So this shit, we just came up with all this on the spot. So we thought about going ahead and fucking just going through old DMs and reading some cringy shit for y'all. Cause like,
we all been there. We've all done some cringy ass shit before.
And have said some cringy ass shit.
Dude, you know what? I wish I could get into my Kick because I had some cringy ass shit on there. Like, I actually miss having Kick.
I don't even... Wait. Kick is still like an app you can download, huh?
Yeah, but...
I think I could get in mine because I never deleted my shit. I just deleted the app.
No, because with Kick, like, it automatically deletes your messages.
Oh.
Like, you'll have all your contacts there still and stuff, but your messages will be gone.
Oh, really? It was like Snapchat? I don't remember that.
That's why, like, every time I would get in trouble with my mom, I would delete the app so it would clear, like, all my chats.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Like, damn, like, I could get into my Kick if I wanted to, but I wouldn't even have the messages.
There
would be some juicy ass shit on there, though.
So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and go back into some messages and read some shit. Do you have some that you pulled up, or you want me to read mine first?
Yeah, you could go first.
So this guy messaged me. His Facebook is still like fucking active, I think. So this was 2013. I was 13, and this fool looked way older than me. Like, because from what it looks like in his picture, he's older than me way now. Like, at least good 10, 15 years.
God damn. And you were in middle school?
2013, yeah.
Fuck.
He messaged me. He's all like, hey. I was like, hi? Like, with a question mark. He's all like, you're looking hot. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Me, a 13-year-old, being like, who the fuck are you? Mama ain't raised no bitch. And he told me his name. I was like, no shit. Like, I see that shit on your fucking Facebook. Like, who let me have a phone back then? Because, like, fuck. He's all like, oh, my God. I was like, you're a rapist, huh? You low life. Trigger warning, guys. Sorry, my bad. I've seen a video, actually, where this kid, I think he was 15 or 16. And this, like, 30-year-old woman type shit was trying to get him to come out of his house because she wanted to do shit with him. Mm-hmm. She's like, let me do dirty things to you. And so the son went to go tell his mom. And his mom gave the girl the address. She's like, let that bitch pull up. And she pulled up and she's like, oh, really? You trying to fuck on my son? Like, she went out and the girl was like, no, I'm sorry. She's like, no, come here. Bring that same energy. Like, come on. Come fuck with me. And, yup.
Wait, so the girl was older than the boy?
Way older. He was like 15, 16. She was like 30-something.
Dude, that's crazy. But you know what? Like, I don't know if this is just me, but, like, not even through social media, though. Like, you could get someone that's older than you lying to you about their age, like, even in person. Like, I had this one ex. He was, like, 4 years older than me, and I met him when I was a freshman. And he had cheated on me, right, with a 13-year-old. He was, like, 19, and she was 13. Like, they fucked and everything. I'm over here putting out their business and shit. But
I mean, as long as you're not dropping names.
But, yeah, he cheated on me with a 13-year-old. Mind you, I was, like, 15, 16 myself. And he had told the girl that he was 17, like, straight up lied to her. And because me and her had talked or whatever. And I was like, girl, like, no. He is 19, damn near 20. Like, she was still in 8th grade. And he took her virginity.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And she was drunk.
Dude, but that's the thing. Like, we also put ourselves in that position sometimes, too. Because it's like, we even said, I think it was last episode, that we were literally these young-ass fucking girls putting ourselves in all these dangerous situations, dude.
The situations I would put myself in with older guys, like, I'm honestly so fucking surprised and thankful I've never gotten raped. Literally.
You think that you would have? Like, you think that the situations that you put yourself in, you could have?
You know what? There's this one time that I felt like I had went over to this guy's house and I thought he was so fine. Like, he had colored eyes and everything. He was like Cuban or some shit. And he invited me over to his house because he lived down the street from me. And I went and he knew I was still in high school. He was probably maybe like 21 at the time and I was like 16. And I went over to his house and he tried like smoking me out and I'm like, oh nah, like I'm good because I don't want to go home smelling like weed. And he kept like trying to pull me closer. He was complimenting me and this and that. And then bitch, he like got on top of me and was like trying to do shit with me and I was like, no, like I'm not ready for this, you know. And he was just like forcing himself on me, like kissing me. Like I would try and like push him off of me.
Yeah, move him.
Yeah, I would try and push him off of me, and he was like putting like dead weight on me almost. And I was so scared because I'm like, fuck, like it's just me and him here. Like if he does something to me. And the way his house was, his room was all the way in the back of his house. Like his house was built weird. On top of that, he had this scary ass like pit bull. And I was so scared. I'm like,
the dog on me.
I was so scared that day. Like out of all the times I've hung out with the guy, that has to be the most like that I was scared.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see. Now you make me want to think. These are for sure. I already said trigger warning, but this is like very triggering, so be warned. Honestly, I've had scary situations, but I don't think it was like with people my age, at least not from what I can remember. I know that like one of my dad's friends, actually a couple, like for one of my dad's friends, it was weird because like he seen me grow up, but like at one point like he ended up like, I think this was when this was in high school or middle school. I was taking pictures with my homie, like, and we were at my uncle's house. I was taking pictures with him, and we were like facing a mirror and shit. We were taking pictures, and then like this fool comes out the restroom, and keep in mind, like my mom, my tias, like everybody's in the living room, the kids, everybody. He comes behind me and like he pulls me closer to him, like damn near his junk.
Ew, what the
and
fuck?
he's all
That's
like
disgusting.
He's all like, but I think you could tell he was drunk, and plus I know that fool did coke back then. I don't know if he was coked down or not, but man, he pulled me closer, and I was like, what the fuck? And I moved, and I was like, what? He's like, no, come here, let's take a picture. And like he kept trying to pull me closer to him, and then my homie next to me is like, hey, like calm your shit. And so like he made him leave. He's like, just go through us, like walk by. And he's like, oh, are you sure? I'm like, yes.
And did you tell your dad?
Okay, that's the thing. I ended up going to tell my mom because she was right in the fucking living room, and she looked me in the face and told me that I'm crazy.
Wow.
She told me that there's no way, because that's been your dad's friend for so fucking long, yada yada yada. He has kids. Like, there's no way. You're being dramatic. I had my homie go up to her, like he was right there with me when I was telling her, and he was all like, no, like I seen it. I seen what he was doing. And she was all like, you guys are just being crazy. Like,
moms are so
fuck.
I don't want to say every mom, but when it comes to shit like that, I've noticed that a lot of moms are so delusional about that shit. Like, yeah, parents
in general. But keep in mind, like, I guess like they just don't want to believe it. Yeah, obviously, but it's like, why don't you want to believe it when you literally
it's like,
have
what
your
are you
children?
Scared of?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, they're not doing shit to you. They're doing shit to your fucking children. And so like, yeah, like my mom said that shit, and I was like, all right, bet. Like, I didn't. Once my mom shut me down, I didn't feel like there was no need to ever tell nobody else, because I was all like, what's the fucking point? If my own mother doesn't give a fuck, what the fuck does it matter? Honestly, it wasn't until this year, last month or 2 months ago, I told my dad.
And what did he say?
He didn't say shit. He just broke down crying, and I walked away, because we were also like arguing when it happened. And I ended up telling him, I'm like, you know what, like you're so fucking, like I was telling him what I was telling him, and then like at one point I told him, I was like, that's like, I never told you, but like I couldn't come to you because of this. I didn't honestly think that I couldn't come to my dad, but it was truly because my mom shut me down. I felt there was no need to ever tell nobody else. Yeah, you felt like
he was gonna do the same.
So when me and my dad were arguing, I was like, I threw it in his face. I'm like, don't ever fucking bring this fool around my fucking house again, because he's done shit to me. He's like, what? And I told my dad, and this was like 2 months ago, and he just broke down crying.
And does that guy like is he still in your dad's life, or you think at that point, like
I think I seen him like this year or last year. Yep.
That's so weird. Like, I feel like when I have kids of my own, like, honestly, if you don't feel comfortable around a certain somebody, like family member, everything, like,
dude, you're at your house.
Yeah.
Like, and what's crazy to me is like there would be so many times where my mom would be like, oh, you need to, because when I'm at home, I'm in shorts, not even booty shorts. I'm in shorts.
You're in your own comfort zone.
I don't even like walking around my house in booty shorts, because I'm like, bro, I don't want to be showing everybody my ass. Like, if I'm wearing my booty shorts, I'm in my fucking room. And so like my mom would always tell me, "Oh, your dad has friends over. Your even my fucking tío, she's all like, "Oh, your tío's over. You need to go change." I'm like,
why does that matter?
yeah, I'm like,
it shouldn't.
First of all,
matter.
with my dad's friends, like, I understand kind of, but I'm not wearing shit that's revealing. Like, what the fuck is your issue?
It's not like you're walking around in like a bra and underwear.
Literally. And then like with my tío, I told her straight up, I'm like, why? He's my fucking tío. Even my dad told her, he's all like, she's in her house. This is my brother. Like, what the fuck? And I didn't feel like I could be uncomfortable around my uncle. Like, he never gave me shit like that.
Like, never gave you a reason to
yeah,
feel like
if I feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna cover myself. Like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not gonna put myself through that. But I didn't. So it was just always fucking weird how my mom would tell me that shit. And like, it wasn't until like my dad had told her, like, why the fuck are you saying that? She's in her house. Yeah, that exactly. She never told me that shit again. But like, there would be times where like my dad's friends, like, none of them ever really gave me a vibe but him. And then my neighbor. And he was always around us.
I feel like too, like, you can feel that vibe from somebody. Like, even if it's just from anybody, you can feel that like disgusting, like type
pervy energy. Like, if like, I feel like guys don't know it, but we can feel the energy that you're giving us when you want some shit like that.
Yeah, there's no.
But it's like so weird to me how like, how come you guys can protect those people? Even if it's your fucking family, even if it's like that, how can you guys protect those people and just brush it off so easily? Bitch, if it were my kid telling me some shit, you know how crazy I would get?
That's what I'm saying, though.
I would like, raise hell.
They act like they're scared of something, and it's like, what are you scared of? Like, it's not happening to you.
Either way, like, what could be the bad outcome on your end? What could be the outcome?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't gotta confront that fool by yourself. Like, you got a whole ass man. Like, what are you so scared of? And it does not, it really, but that's the thing. It's known for parents to do some shit like that. I feel like more in Hispanic side, because that's where I mostly hear it from. And it's like the sad truth that like, they choose to ignore those things. Because they don't want to face the music, or because I don't fucking know what. But it was so insane to me that shit.
They're like scared to lose something.
Yeah, and I now that I'm older, I run my mouth to everybody. Fuck that fool. Don't talk to him because he's this. Like the other day, there was these girls, and like, you know, like the people that come knock on your doors and tell you shit. I think they were like recruits for like a school or some shit, because they didn't look like a church type of thing.
Not like Jehovah?
No, they looked like they were schoolgirls, and like they only spoke Spanish, so maybe they were recruiting for the Catholic church.
Yeah, maybe.
But they were like dressed in school uniforms. You could tell like it was different from like church uniforms type shit. Maybe a Catholic school, but like, yeah, they were going to my neighbor's house, and I was all like, you guys shouldn't go there. It was 3 girls like younger than me, I think so. I was like, you guys shouldn't go there. That guy's a woman beater. And they're all like, are you serious? I'm like, yes. Like, don't go there. Don't fuck with him. That fool gets off on beating bitches. Like, don't. And like, I don't know who I had told in the house. And they're like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you running your mouth like that? I'm like, because if anything happens, that's on your head. Like, you seen them walk to that fucking house. You know what that man does. Like, I feel like now I am like so open to telling shit like that, because I don't want shit to happen to other people. And it's like,
yeah, you don't want to see them on the fucking news the next day and shit.
Yeah, like if I know that somebody's fucking like doing bad things, I'm gonna let everybody know what the fuck they're doing. I'm not gonna be like my fucking mother and just push shit to the side. Fuck no. That's why I'm like, I would raise hell for sure. And that's crazy to me that like, I'm over here reading messages where I'm fucking telling people like, yo, like, straight the fuck up, fuck you, you're dirty, I know what you're trying to do it to me. Like, no. But like, what's crazy is like, in a message I could be one way, and in person I'm frozen.
Yeah, that's true though. It's like an instinct.
Yeah, but yeah, that's some crazy shit I've had happen with guys. I don't think I've ever had shit where like, I mean, there's been times like with guys that I end up starting to do stuff like this. Was way back then, and I would be like, yo, this is too much. And luckily I've always had guys that were respectful. Maybe they'll still pull it out and stuff like that, but I'm like, you can't make me do shit. Like,
No, actually, there's this. Damn, we're getting deep into this right now.
We're
trigger warning.
I know.
But I had this ex. Well, like the first ex I had that took my virginity or whatever. He had got me into some shit one time. Like he was the reason why I started smoking. He's the reason why I would take Xans. Like, I never did that shit before until I met him. Like,
and you told me you were scared to take pills and you were out here taking Xans?
Because of that reason, though.
Oh, he had you that manipulated.
Yeah, like, it was so bad that I was off Xans at school sometimes.
Oh, shit.
And there's this one time that he stayed over at my dad's house with me. It was a night my dad went out or whatever, and I was off his Xan. On top of that, we had smoked. So I was gone. Like, I was so fucking faded that night.
That's crazy, dude.
On
Xans
top of that,
were always something that scared the shit out of me. Because I know
you could overdose on that shit.
That, and anybody who I know did Xans never did that shit at school. You're crazy.
Yeah, dude. And that one night that he was there with me or whatever, I was off the Xan, and mind you, I was on my period at this time, and my sister was there. Like, my little sister was there.
In your school?
No, we were at my dad's house. I was off the Xanax at my dad's house this time, and he had like stayed over, and I was on my period or whatever. And you know how like when you're off a Xanax, well, whoever's listening to this, like if you've taken a Xanax, you know that you could barely remember shit. It's like kind of like blacking out. Like you barely remember it. Like you get like flashbacks kind of way. But all I remember from that night was that he kept making me shower. Like he would put it in. Mind you, I'm like barely conscious. Like,
oh, because you were on your period.
Mm-hmm. He would put it in and then wake me up. Like I feel like I'm like half asleep the whole entire time. Wake me up, go put me in the shower, make sure I rinse off. He did this to me like 3 or 4 times that night. Like would like do it to me, make me go shower, do it to me, make me go shower. I remember like he even tried making me eat to like kind of wake me up just so he could fuck. And then like the next day my sister ended up telling me, she's like, yeah dude, like I kept seeing you like get up and like going back to the room. She's like, I didn't want to go like bother you guys because I didn't want to walk in on anything. And I was like, dude, honestly, like I was barely even conscious. Like
mind you told your sister what was going on?
Yeah, mind you, I'm 15, he's like 19 at the time.
How old was your sister?
She was like 13. Yeah.
And you told your sister everything?
Yeah, because she was there that night. Like she was in the living room and we had my dad's room. And like
you guys were in your dad's room doing that?
Yeah, me and the ex. Yeah, my sister was in the living room.
Shit.
Mhm. Ever since then, I make sure I'm conscious around guys because of that reason. Like that's some scary shit.
Guys are grimy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though like even if you get to the point to where you fall in love, people can manipulate you up until that point and show you a whole nother face.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like that was my boyfriend at the time. Like you would think like, okay, she's on her period, she's kind of gone, let her sleep, you know. But no,
that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that like guys like that, like you don't know if it's because they like younger girls, if it's because they can't get girls their age.
Yeah. If
they like dominance, like
we
if
live
they
in
like
a scary world though. Like guys are scary, bro.
It's not just guys though. Like I said, there was a 30-year-old woman, and it's like girls can do it too, but it's just like people will go through so many lengths and loopholes and do anything just to like get what they want.
And I think about myself having kids, and like it makes me feel so overprotective. Like I feel like I gotta make sure I protect them.
You think like when you think about shit like that, don't you ever feel like, damn, like
it gets me kind of mad.
It gets me mad because I'm like, damn, like my mom was out here doing shit, and in the meantime I'm gonna go up and above more than she was, because it's like, who's gonna pay for your phone? I'm gonna be hacking all your shit, bitch. Right. Try me. You ain't gonna know I'm in that shit, but I'm gonna be reading everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my kids' asses.
Hopefully, like, I can make them comfortable enough to where they are open with me. But, like, dude, have you ever been heartbroken and, like, you don't tell nobody at the house and, like, you know, like, that you look like shit? Because, like, I don't tell nobody in my house, like, about when I'm in relationships or when I'm not. So it's like whenever I used to be like heartbroken and like at home, I would be like,
act like everything's okay.
Yeah, meantime I go in my room and break the fuck down.
That would be me in high school, because obviously my parents didn't know I was in relationships. So every time I would get my heart broken,
even in high school they would give you shit.
Yeah.
Same.
And like every time I would be like heartbroken, like I would have to like thug it out and act like I was okay at home. And then like at night when everyone's asleep, I would cry in my bed.
Dude,
like,
I remember when I broke up with my first, like, he wasn't my first boyfriend, one of my boyfriends. I remember, I don't know where my mom bought me these headphones, but they were my first set of like actual like headphones, because I would always get earphones.
Huh?
And so like that was my first set of headphones, and like the volume on a headphone is so much more different than an AirPod type shit. Like you can full surround sound type of shit. Like I'm in a fucking club. So I remember like I got my heart broken. I had my new headphones and I was playing One Direction fucking. I made an album of all the One Direction breakup songs, and I was so dramatic to where I turned off all my lights at home, sat on the floor in my bed, and just looked at my closet and cried listening to One Direction.
Dude, we've all fucking been there, except I would listen to I would listen to like older songs though, like Fuck You, I Don't Want You Back, bro. That song would hit.
Or Fuck It, is that one?
No, yeah, Fuck It, I Don't Want You Back, something like that.
It is.
That song like, would fucking hit.
I don't care. Yeah, yep. That one was in the headphones.
Yeah,
that one was in the headphones.
Or like
why the fuck were we listening to all this shit back then? Like I remember like I used to be like, bumping Nicki Minaj, all this and that. Like I'm over here talking about I'm over here listening to that one that she made with Justin. With a wiener. Gotta keep your eye out for Selena. Yeah. I'm like, why was I hitting that shit that hard when that shit came out? I should not have been saying that shit.
Or like I was listening to like fucking Tyga, like
damn, couldn't even fucking had no titties developed and shit out here listening.
Barely
to that.
had an ass, like body wasn't even fully developed and shit.
Brain wasn't even fully developed. Like what the fuck, dude? You know what's crazy? I can remember all the lyrics from all those songs back then, word for fucking word. Ask me what the fuck I learned in those grades. Ask me. I don't know. How is that possible? Well, actually, there is a way. Like, there's people that teach other kids, like with learning development issues and stuff like that. If you, like, teach somebody something in a song, it's easier for them to remember and stuff like that. Like, I have playlists in my head.
But
word
you know
for word.
what? Like, now it's hard for me to remember songs. Like, back then, yeah, I could remember songs because I would listen to music a lot. Like, blah, blah, blah,
like stuttering more.
Yeah, like, now I can't. I think it's because I was in that phase. We're getting, like, this goes back to the cringy shit I would do. Like, I was in that phase in middle school where I would fucking like post myself lip singing to videos all the fucking time.
You still do that? What do you mean? I
still do it, but back then it was more cringy because that was like the Musical.ly era. So I would be doing like the little hand movements and shit.
You were
like,
on Musical.ly?
Yes,
doing
dude.
Musical.ly?
I was doing Musical.lys before, like when it first became popping. Like, yeah.
You have some still, huh?
Yeah.
You should show me. We're gonna make a TikTok on the podcast of some of Savannah's Musical.lys.
Ew, dude, I would like belly dance and shit. Like,
shut up.
I thought I knew how to belly dance, and I would
this
post
bitch is just breathing in and
I would post these, and
you know what's crazy? There was probably
school.
guys like older dudes downloading your shit.
Dude, probably.
You're probably on some old man's fucking like BlackBerry. It's not that old, but still.
We've all been there though. We've all had our little Musical.ly TikTok phase.
I never hopped on that shit. Everybody around me was on it. My nieces, my cousins, everybody. My sister, like my sister would make all kinds of shit. I'm like, how the fuck are you making these cap cut whatever the fuck? I'm doing TikTok now for the podcast, and I'm like, how do you do this shit?
Yeah, I've been on that shit since it first came out. I think since like what, 2016?
I don't know how long. That shit was old though. That's old. I think I was still in high school when all that came out.
I was in middle school when Musical.ly came out.
Yep. Damn, I know. You know what I did make? I made some vines.
Oh yes, I used to make vines too.
But mines were more like funny. Like there was one where we like picked up our dog, or no, we threw a ball at our dog, because we were trying to make it seem like we were catching a Pokemon. We fucking chucked that shit at that fool. We're like, got him.
I wonder why they got rid of Vine though, because that shit was like
it was
popping.
so much fun, dude. That shit was hilarious. Like,
that was like the original like TikTok.
Yeah, but that one was so superior. I don't know why. TikTok's funny, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Vine was more loose. And it was like, it was so crazy how people can make such a funny ass video in seconds.
I feel like that's where like it all started too, with like people being funny on like social media, like because back then at that time Instagram was literally just you post pictures and put a caption.
True, like, that's where people really let loose and
got
that's creative.
Where,
YouTube and then, like, too, but like YouTube is like you gotta really make some good shit for people to stay and watch longer than a couple of seconds.
And then like people would do edits and shit on Vine. I used to always watch the edits.
You know, they say that that's why people now are having more shorter attention spans, is because they're making all these apps. Like, you have to make it in a matter of seconds or you're not making it. I mean, I've always had that problem. So let's go ahead and like go back. Damn, we only read one fucking group of messages. You didn't even read any.
Are you finished with yours?
I mean, I have another one, but you read one.
Okay, this is from a DM from this one girl I would go to and like simp to her, I guess.
She was like your friend or just an online buddy you
No,
would
like
cry?
I knew her. This was you know what, this is actually the girl that this goes back to the ex shit. The ex that fucked the 13-year-old. It was this girl. And we eventually like became friends and shit. And when I got with my recent ex, I remember I see that I DM'd her and bro, like, this is so fucking embarrassing. Like, I can't believe I did this shit. I made a whole text-free app and got a fake number and I was texting him to pretend to be his ex. And he fucking fell for that shit. But, like, I look back and it's like, ew, why the fuck was I doing that? Like,
doing the most to be
to see if he'll fucking cheat back and shit.
So what happened?
He ended up replying. I was like, I said his name, ... and he was like, who's this? And he tried calling. First of all, why the fuck are you calling your ex? And then I was like, I can't talk right now. I'm over here pretending to be this bitch and shit.
But you guys were supposedly together?
Yeah, me and him were together at this time. And I was like, you know what? I want to see if he texts his ex back. And I was like, I can't talk right now. Like, this is me pretending to be his ex. But I wanted to tell you, I've been thinking about you. My bad. I know you're in a relationship. He said, who the fuck is that? And I was like, I don't know if I should tell you. And he said, oh, wait, I know who it is. It's you. ...
Okay. No shit.
And he was like, call me right now. It will do.
Damn,
like,
demanding.
Now that I'm thinking about this shit, like, he's low-key talking to her how he would talk to me. So it's like, damn.
You guys were younger. He felt like he owned you guys.
Yeah.
He could demand you guys, control you.
And he was like, look, I told you how deeply I was towards you, not anyone else. I just made 6 months with my girl. Let me go because I don't want nothing to do with you anymore. You broke me like no other. It's over this time. And I was like, okay, I understand.
He said a 13-year-old broke him like no other and he was 20 years old?
No, this is like recent ex. Like,
oh.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. It makes me cringe when I see that I've done shit like that. Because why the fuck was I making fake numbers pretending to be his ex? And I was like 16, bored at home, like seeing if he'll cheat on me.
A lot of people would do that shit though, make fake accounts and pretend to be other people to catch people slipping. Or it was like, hey bitch, can you hit up my man, see if he'll reply to you, tell him he's cute or some shit, hype him up. It was so funny how many times you would have motherfuckers feeling themselves. Meantime, it was all like,
it was like you the whole time.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you thought you got game? Nah. You got played.
Literally. Do you have another one?
So this is weird. I this one just says Facebook user, so I can't see what the difference is, but he was all like, hey. I said, hey. He's all like, what are you doing? I'm like, getting ready. He's like, oh, you want me? You want sex?
Ew.
You want to do sex chat with me? Tell me, reply fast. And I didn't respond after that. He was like, but he like sent each one in a separate text. Like he fucking quadruple texted me.
Oh, he was not scared to double text.
No, quadruple text. Like, what the hell? He was
being bold.
He said, you want to sex chat with me? Like, okay. Dude, there's like, I've sent, who's this dude? I think I used to talk to my homegirl's boyfriend. I don't. Hold on. Let me confirm if this is him.
The homegirl's gonna listen and be like, "Bitch, what?"
She's not the homegirl no more.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's why I took your man, bitch.
Nah, I didn't want that fool, but I'm like, I never even.
What?
That's crazy. It is him.
Wait, were you like flirting back with him?
He hit me up. Oh. He hit me up because I was selling drugs.
He was
I'm
like,
over
I
here
need a
like,
new
what
plug.
was I doing back then? I never even remember talking to him. That's crazy. I didn't even know I was selling drugs that long ago. Damn. I was. I'm no longer am. Nobody can say shit.
Damn, too bad I wasn't living out here. Like, you could have been my plug, because in California, I feel like it was always so hard to find a plug because everyone.
Are you serious?
At least for like where I was at, everyone was so low key about it because everyone was younger and like they didn't want to get caught up at school and shit. And I didn't really know my way around like finding a plug besides at school when they would sell those fucking Mario Karts and shit, fucking fake ass carts. All dark and shit.
I mean, they still smack.
No, they did. You know what? If I'm being honest, those cards smacked like to a whole other different high. Like, I would be faded all fucking day. Like, those had some shit in it because that was a different type of high.
Well, yeah, they were laced. Like, the thing is, you don't know. Do you have messages or no?
Nah. Honestly, I didn't do no, like, I barely replied back to people back then. I was always in a fucking relationship.
This guy just randomly, like, I didn't even know this. This was our first message. He's all like, you want to be my cover? Sure. Like, okay. He's all like, what pic? I was like, my profile one. And he's all like, you want to fuck?
What the fuck? You said sure.
To the cover, not to you want to fuck. I didn't reply after that. But he was all like, hey, like, if you're my profile, whatever the fuck, like, we should fuck. He really.
Why were guys so like? They're still bold, but back then they were bolder. Like, especially us being so much younger. Like, you're really pulling up in my DM trying to fuck. Like, in reality, I'm like 14.
Hey, at that point, oh well, older man. But like, I feel like when we were younger, like everybody says, well, I feel like guys do get more hornier, but it's also girls also want to do shit, but it's just like, I guess for a girl, losing her virginity was something different. I was just scared because I'm like, dude, it sounds like all you guys be fucking everywhere. Like, it was either like you're completely a virgin or you're literally like a fucking hoe. Because once people like pop their cherries, I feel like they just kept going. And the thing is, everybody would brag about who they would be fucking and like when they would be fucking. Like,
meantime, I'm like, I'm still a virgin.
Like, what are you guys doing? Like, damn.
No, you know what? Like, honestly, thinking
no
back,
judgment. It was just crazy how it's like once they popped it, they were all like, let's get this shit going.
Thinking back, like when I first lost my virginity, it was honestly not what I expected. Like, before, like I had started having sex and lost it, like I thought sex was like, oh my god, like it's the best feeling ever. Like, don't get me wrong, it's the best feeling, but it's definitely not what I expected. Like, that shit fucking hurt, bro. Like,
oh, like when you first did.
Yeah, but even now, like, there's still times where it's like I'm not feeling it, you know. I guess it just depends on who you fuck.
True,
but like,
true,
it's definitely not what I expected. It's not how people like portray it. But I guess everyone has like a different like sex drive.
I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like at one point I was addicted to sex.
Really?
But like, it wasn't like I don't know, like I really feel like it wasn't like I was fucking hella people. Like, I always say I had my prime whore, but it was like I had like at least a handful of sneaky links. Like, at that age, I knew that there was people like literally like getting a one night stand like type of shit every day, like a different person.
Yeah.
But it was like, I feel like at one point I was like, what? Like, the one night that I fucked two dudes because one didn't do it for me and I went to my other one.
Oh, dude, I had the same shit happen to me a few months ago. I fucked two guys in one day. So we've all fucking been there.
Dude, what sucks is like, I was like, damn, like, that was the first and only time I ever did it. I was like, no fucking way. Like, when I was done with the other one and he like did the work, I was like, I really just like fucked 2 dudes. I felt like I earned like quadruple the points that day. Like it was bonus time.
You know what? Honestly, when that happened to me, like when I fucked 2 guys in one day too, I felt like superior. I was like, yes! Fuck, like I was like, I'm really that bitch. Like I really just fucked 2 guys in less than 24 hours. But you know what? That's how I got strep. So I don't recommend that to anybody. Because I got sick a couple days after that from kissing like
2 guys in one day.
That. Yeah,
I feel like for me it just threw off my pH. I was just like, whoa.
Well, luckily that day I did fuck with condoms because I was like,
luckily
damn, like
that day
I'm not gonna like fuck up and like you know I'm not gonna be stupid.
Hold on, I think I got so this is messages with the homegirl Emily. She's like, she was gonna be one of our guests that we were about to have, so this is with her. And now it was just me sending her, hey, the food's ready when you want to come over. She's like, I'll be there in a bit. And not even a minute later, she's all like, I'm outside.
she was ready for that food.
I was like, where? Because like I had just replied, I was like, where? What the fuck? Keep in mind, her house was like literally down the street. Like it was my house and like 3-4 other houses. But it was like, damn, bitch, like you ran? What the fuck? And I was like, where? She's like, in your asshole. I was like, okay. Okay. And that was it.
What did you guys have for food that day? If she fucking
bitch,
got there
I don't know. I didn't even know that conversation was there. But if she listens to it, she listens to it. If oh shit, I probably this was in middle school, y'all. Don't put.
Isn't it crazy how we were in middle? Well, at least I was in middle school. Like like a decade ago, right? I'm 21, and 10 years ago I was.
Dude, you know
11.
It still trips me out the fact that I'm out of high school. You want me to sit here and think about when I was in middle school?
And it's crazy because like high school wasn't even that long ago. Like for me, it was like
for you, yeah. Oh well, yeah.
3 years ago.
How old are you again?
21.
Okay.
I was a 2020 graduate.
And I was 2018, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
What's crazy is like I was always like, damn, this bitch is so much younger. But I swear he had told me you were way younger than what he said you were.
Actually it was.
Yeah, because when I told my man, I'm like, yeah, like when we started talking, and I was like, yeah, she's 21 now. It's all like, dude, I swear when we were like around her, he had said she was way younger than that.
Really?
Yeah.
He was always fucking lying. He probably would say some shit about my age. I don't fucking know. He was weird.
I don't know. Maybe it might be tripping, but I swear that's what he said.
Maybe because I was always the youngest of the group. Like, literally, out of everyone that I know here, I'm the youngest.
Yeah, bitch, you need to go because I was the youngest. I was the baby out of everybody.
Like, I knew all you guys by the time I was like, when I was 18. That's crazy. I was 18 when I met you for the first time.
What's crazy is like it doesn't seem that long, but it's like, imagine when we're our parents' age.
Dude, I know.
Do you think they ever sit down and do that? Probably even more.
I feel like, but with us, like our generation, we're gonna be different from our parents. Like,
oh, for sure,
we're gonna be talking about sneaky links and shit. Like,
there was this. I seen this video today actually, and there was this girl using the old age filter on I think it was on TikTok, and she's like, dude, I can't wait to be doing this. She's like, hey, sit your ass down and come roll me this joint. My arthritis is acting up. I'm like, yup, because that's my aunt. my aunt is like, her arthritis flicks up and she be asking my man to roll her a joint and shit. I'm like, dude, that's probably gonna be me if he can't roll me my shit. I can roll, but it was like
a funny ass old person, that's for sure. I'm gonna still be talking about dick, like
back in my day, you see.
Back in my day, I fucked 2 guys in one day. Like,
you want to learn how to be a boss, bitch? I was talking to the girl that came to help me yesterday. She was over here telling me, she's all like, I tell my man that whenever I'm crying, he needs to tell me, remember, bad bitches don't cry. And she's all like, so when I was crying, you want to know what he told me? Don't be a bitch.
I would cry even more if someone told me that.
But told her, I was like, did he say that laughing or serious? He's like, no, what the fuck that part? Like, he looked me dead in the eye. I was like, don't be a bitch.
Damn, dude, I'm a crybaby. If my man told me that shit, I would cry even more. Like, I cry for everything. I feel like it gets annoying sometimes.
I feel like you are very emotional, but
I am.
the thing is, you're like, I'm very emotional too, but I will hide it. Like, I'll cry and like I will hide it. Like, you will not know that I had a break. You probably, if my eyes are puffy and shit, but like I feel like you are so open with telling your emotions, because it's like your mom was raised you to be like, you can open up to me, do all this and that. I was the opposite. I couldn't tell nobody shit. So it's like, you're so open with your feelings that's probably why you think you're annoying. But yeah, I'm over here hiding mine, and I'm over here like, damn, I need to be more open.
If I cry, I don't give a fuck who I'm around. I'm gonna cry. No, like when I'm sober, like I'll like try my best to hold it in. Like I don't really like talking about my feelings when I'm sober, but when I drink,
that's
like,
why I had to stop drinking.
When I drink, I will sit there and just start crying for no fucking reason.
Because it lets you loosen up all your fucking
There's
everything.
no reason why I should be getting dick right now and then crying. Like,
damn. I mean, at least he wasn't a douche about it. A dude could honestly just have been like, all right, I'm done with this bitch. That's on you. That's
he actually stayed. Like, he actually stayed.
Not all men are dicks. Yeah. So, oh shit.
You heard all arguing outside.
Tell me why I walk up to your apartment right now and there's like 4 elotes on the floor.
Are you fucking for real?
Not even 8. They just dried up because of the sun.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Gone to waste.
Savannah's like, you could have gave them to me. I'm right here. You sounded genuinely depressed at the fact that you're like, damn.
Dude, I've been craving one of those too.
What is your favorite snack from an elotero? Because some be having the tosti locos, some be having the raspados, the esquites, the cups, just regular chips, the chicharrones. What is your favorite part of an elotero?
If they have the hot Cheetos with cheese, then yeah. Half of the time they don't, unless it's in the truck. But I guess the esquites.
Yeah. What do you put on yours?
Everything. With crushed hot Cheetos on top, bro.
They be giving you crushed hot Cheetos, bitch?
It depends on like who I get it from. In LA, yeah, like you would see those all the time. I haven't really seen them over here though.
But they're the ones that also be going up and down the street, or the ones that be posted. Oh, really?
Yeah. On their little bikes and shit,
yeah. I've asked them and they're like, I mean, you could buy the bag and put the shit on yourself. Yeah, no,
like sometimes though, it just depends on the person. Like some people will do it so they could get more tips and shit. Like that's smart.
I feel like for me, it has to be the raspado that's I get it vanilla with lechera. That shit smacks.
Ooh, or the wheels with the...
Oh, yeah. I was like, their cart? Like the wheels on the cart go round and round. Oh, yeah. Shout out to them. What's crazy is like I see them so advanced now. Like the other day I seen one, he drives around in a golf cart on my street.
I've seen those too, or like they have like their little bikes with like the shade on top, all lit up and shit. And I'm like, okay, like they're evolving. They're not just standing at the corners no more. They're making deliveries. Like, no, you know what? Actually, a van comes in here. Like a van comes in here daily and sells all that shit in their van.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, they stop right here downstairs.
This bitch knows exactly what parking spot, what time.
Because I've like gone outside and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are they doing? No, like they're literally selling all that shit from their van.
You know what's crazy is I'm seeing a lot of people like start doing all this shit. Like even the other day, like driving home, one of the houses now. Well, right now, actually, a couple of people like all opened up around like right now that summertime came up. There's this one house where they're selling like all that stuff and like fresh cut up fruit. They have their sign posted. I delivered to somebody to where you can outside their gate. There are like fresh made ice cream. They also have mangoñadas, like all that. Another one by my house is like, oh, we're selling gorditas. Like I told my man, I'm like, look, they're selling me. It's like do you know what a gordita is? It's like a little like what they make tortillas out of, like that. I don't know how to say that shit in English. and then like they stuff it like.
Bitch, did you forget that
meals.
I lived with a whole like full on Mexican for 3
I don't know
years?
what they make or what they eat, like shit, but
half the time I'll be starving and shit.
You don't really like Mexican food?
No, I do. I'm saying it like his mom would never like make like when I first moved in. I don't know if she was trying to impress me or something, but she would cook all the time. But then like she just got lazy and just stopped cooking. Like, and I know she can get down. Like I know she could cook, but the bitch was just lazy.
Dude, I remember like when I was living with my ex at his place. I remember his dad too, like I would try to cook and he's like, get your ass out of the kitchen, like I'm making to eat. I'm like, wait, shit, say less. And that's when he would talk to me like that, those were the times where I'd be like, I will fuck your daddy, bro. Like I will fuck the shit out of your daddy. Oh, I don't want him. Hopefully they don't know about this, because I also love and respect that man. Like I genuinely, like till this day, like I feel like I've seen him around a couple of places. Really? And I'm like, I want to go up and hug him, because he was so supportive, like throughout that whole time when I feel like nobody was really supporting me, not even his son.
I feel like the way you describe him too, he was more of like a father figure in a way.
He was like genuinely a good man. Like I was like, you be having your fuck ups, dude, but like I see it, like I see between the lines. And like I've even told my man, like one time we seen him at the park, I'm like, dude, I want to go up and just hug him and thank him for like supporting me and like having my back throughout that whole time. But then I was like, that's also like kind of weird. But like, yeah, like he would try to impress me, like, oh, okay, I'm about to show this bitch I can cook, like, all right. And then at one point, like once I started cooking and he started like tasting my food, he's like, all right, I guess this bitch can cook. And like I can't cook like that either, but like I mean it was decent. And so he just stopped cooking. Like after that, like it was either like he would make himself a sandwich or something if I didn't make to eat, but if I made to eat, like he would go and eat. And I'm like, dude, I know you can get down. Like he would cook some bomb ass fucking food when he wanted to.
Yeah.
But it was like, so what, you think because like the girlfriend boyfriend moves in, now they gotta make you dinner too, like every weekend or every day?
Why I feel not like just that's how like I feel like that's how my ex's mom was too. Like I feel like that's why she stopped cooking too, because she got so used to not me and him cooking for her, but she got so used to us buying them food all the time.
Yeah.
Like there was a point where we would buy fast food literally every single day. And imagine like how expensive it is now just for yourself times 4. Like because we would feed the whole damn house, and it's like, dude, like that shit would piss me off, because it's like, fuck, like put in or something, like feeding the whole damn house every day.
Vacuum my room. Do something while I'm here. Shit. Savannah, you didn't even really give us that many messages.
Cause I don't have nothing like cringe, to be honest.
Ew, dude. Right now I'm seeing the messages, but I don't really want to read them.
Wait.
But what?
You know what? Actually, I want to read our messages, because our messages were low-key cringe when we were going off on each other.
You have those? Because my old shit deleted my Snapchat.
I have a saved screenshot.
Just one. You read that one last time.
I did? No, I didn't. I read it to you, like, privately. Oh, my God. I still have mine and my ex's sex videos.
In our messages?
No, everything's in mine only. Because when I had got a new phone, I low-key backed like everything up onto my.
Why you do that? I'm not gonna read this, but this is a dude that I did this with. So I remember me and him were like, this was in high school, bitch. That shit was cringy. I remember like, he was like my last option, cause like, bitch, I wanted dick. I wanted dick, and he was like my very last, like, I'm desperate option right now. Like none of the hoes were pulling up. I was still at school though. And then like I remember we were over here making out during passing period, like in the middle of like, okay, so the stairs were right here, and it's like there was like this big block cylinder, and then the railings, like, so it was like these 2 big block fucking cylinders were right next to the stairs. I'm right here. I remember I pushed him up against the wall, threw him like up against it, and started making out with him. Like just like
at school?
Slobbery, yes. During passing period, like slobbering, like making the fuck out with this fool, like, and he was like mid. Honestly, he probably wasn't even mid. But like, I remember I just heard somebody saying, ew, get a room. And I was like, you want to leave? You want to ditch? And then I judge myself for this one. We were making out behind the gas station behind some trees. Because it was hot.
You know what? I feel like I've never had a story like that in school, but I know so many stories that have happened in my school. Like, someone was caught sucking dick, like, behind the stairs, like in the building that no one really went to. Someone got caught right there.
You see, but that also goes back to like this, like, our parents are trying to stop us from doing so much stuff. Even that, like, I get they're not just gonna be like, all right, here's a house for yourself, yada yada yada. But it's like the closed door things. It's like, all right, if you're gonna do your thing, whatever. But it's like, I get there is a certain age, but it's also like, bro, like, who the fuck is even gonna want to hold hands while your door is open? Like, that's also pretty weird. Like, and if you know that your kids are going out with somebody and it's just like,
it's like they're gonna do it regardless. They're gonna find a way to do it.
Yeah, but it's like, it sucks too, because it's like, you see, we're over here doing shit where we're not supposed to, but it's also like, well, where else were you gonna do it? Nobody really had cars like that. Nobody like
Mom, do you want me to do it at school, or you want me to do it in my bedroom?
We're over here just trying to make out, maybe do a little touching. Just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, I feel like when I have kids, like, I'm just gonna give them their privacy. I'm gonna be like, look.
You think you're gonna like, what age will you let them have their door closed with somebody in there?
Well, I feel like I won't even let them start having boys over like that until they're like maybe like junior, sophomore year in high school.
Imagine you come in your house and they low-key like ditched and we're already at your house. I've broken into somebody's house before, and supposedly this bitch said it was her uncle's cap. Cops are called and everything. I was hiding in a closet.
Are you for real?
Okay, so this house was literally on the wall against our school. What the fuck? The school police were right there. Like, she's all like, oh, it's okay, my uncle's not here, he's usually at work during this time, but either way I can go ahead and just, let him in. But meantime, she's like, I'm not gonna tell him, because if we're gonna be drinking all this and that. So it was just me and two homegirls, and the one that supposedly was her uncle's house. So we fucking jump in. They jump in. I go through the door, because, bitch, I'm not hopping through that big-ass fucking wall. So we go through the front door and everything, and then we're all just like, so now what? Like, we just drink? Like, I don't want to go back home drunk. And so, like, I remember we go outside, and we hear, like, because we heard some guys talking. And they were, like, kind of just, like, posted up down the street. And we were all like, you guys want to bring him in? And no, the reason we brought them in is because, okay, in middle school, I had the biggest crush on one of these guys. Like, dude, this fool would make me forget how to walk. I was, like, head over heels for this dude. I was like, goddamn, this guy is the most beautiful guy in the world type shit. And then, like, at one point, like, I seen him and I was like, fuck no, like, he's right there, like, do not invite them in. And then they knew that dude, like, I was feeling him, dude. He was 1 grade older than me, and I feel like literally that fool had my hair all of middle school. And so, like, I was like, fuck no, like, I cannot deal with this, like, no. And so they ended up bringing him in and some other dudes, and then, like, tell me why, dude. Like, this was like some movie shit, bro. Like, this was some hardcore movie shit for me. Tell me why he grabs me and takes me to somebody's room and starts, like, getting on. Like, we were about to fuck. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh my god, like, this is a dude I've wanted for fucking years. Like, he wants me too. Like, we're about to get it down. I was like, this is it. We're getting married. And so, like, as soon as, like, we're about to do the deed, all you hear is, like, everybody running, screaming, hey, come on, let's go. They're banging on the fucking door.
The cops or the
people, the family.
Oh,
fuck. The family came. And it was some fucking, like, older Mexican dude banging on all fucking doors. And, like, oh my gosh, tell me why. Damn, this was when I was a child, so I'm not I guess it was breaking and entering, because you know how I told you the other day that I'm nosy as fuck. I will go through anybody's shit. Like, my friends know if even if I'm in the room with you, I'm going through your shit.
Meantime, this bitch has a whole key to my apartment. I'm gonna come back and all my food is gonna be eaten. My bed's gonna be all fucked up. You're gonna
find like fucking a bitten weenie. Just put that shit back. Half of her lotion is somehow missing. I pick her up from the airport. I'm smelling just like her shit. I have that one actually. Yeah, I know. But like, dude, even when my homegirl got her new car, I was like, I'm gonna start looking through your shit. Okay, she's like, I know, go for it. And so I remember I even opened their drawers and I was looking at pills. I'm like, dude, does this have weed in it? Because like it looked like there was weed in there.
Like a weed capsule?
I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing. But it literally looked like little fuck. What was that?
Bitch.
What was that? I hope it was just because the power or something. Savannah, I don't like your apartment, bro. You be psyching me out.
Dude, if I was here alone.
At least our shit didn't reset, guys. It was just like a scary darkness for a couple of seconds.
But the power didn't go out because your computer would turn off.
Yeah, that's why it was just a couple of seconds of darkness for no. Ooh, yeah, I think it's just something going on. Ooh, guys, we had a scare. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. That shit low-key psyched me out.
That you were going through like the drawers and shit?
Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna talk about people, how I was going through people's shit. Me over here trying to change the subject, Savannah. No, but let's like, speaking of spooky shit, like, it's not spooky, but I mean, what do you think? Are you scared of aliens?
Honestly, I feel like they're harmless because they would have been fucking done some shit to us by now.
They could have rocked our shit a long time ago.
Have you heard about what has been happening?
That's
with
what
Congress,
I'm saying. Though? Like, okay, like you're right. Like we took one of theirs. If they really wanted to wreck our shit, because they even said it themselves. Who was it the congressman that had said that it was technology that they never seen before? Or who was it? It was a whistleblower that worked at Area 51. It was a congressman that said it. It was 3 dudes.
I'm not sure. I just know that one of them was like used to be some type of pilot or some shit, and he was saying that they found the aircraft or something, and that the bodies that they found in there, they tested them and they were tested like non-human. That's crazy as fuck though. Like they literally have confirmed that the government is in possession of aliens. Like they literally have said the aliens. It's
alive though?
No, they're dead. Like they're dead aliens.
Really?
Yeah. They like crashed in this aircraft or whatever. They found it and they tested them and they were tested to be non-human. So there's aliens. Like we have them in the United States right now.
But that's the thing. They said that they've been had them, or everybody knows that they've been had them, because that just goes to show like. Maybe like right now they caught slipping, and because people are keeping an eye out more, maybe they're catching more shit. But it's like, how many people have came out and said, yo, we already have them in our possession here in the fucking place. Like they're
3 retired military veterans.
Oh, it was 3 of them?
Yeah.
No, but one of them was a whistleblower. That's what they said, that he worked there. Either way, they were like, Congress came out with it regardless. But it's like you said, like, even if they're dead, you think that the aliens are like, if they really don't want us to do no shit, they would have fucking came and cleaned up, or like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying,
took
like,
their dead body back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if they had some type of harm, like they wanted to do some shit to us, they would have been done shit to us. Like they would have obviously known, like, fuck, we got 3 of our men missing. Like,
man down. Send the troops.
Unless, like, I don't know. Like, I wonder. I have so many questions, but then I'm kind of scared to get into shit like this because of like the fact that it's so like government, like, what the fuck am I trying to say? Like, when it comes to the government, I'm scared to speak on certain shit because you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do to you. Like, the government can hear you through anywhere, like where you could be.
We're posting
being listened to right now.
That's what's so scary. Like, people who do theories and shit, dude, that have like podcasts or YouTube videos, and they have theories, or they gather up evidence. Like, hackers that have shit, find shit. Like, they're really out here, like,
risking their fucking life. No, that's what I'm saying too. Like, these 3 guys, like, they've even said it themselves. Like, they're scared to say certain shit.
Yeah, that's what they said. He's all like, he's all like, I can't say nothing here, but we could take it to a private place. Yeah. He's all like, you know how it works, all this and that. So they were literally showing all of us that, like, we can only tell you guys so much, but the rest we're going to keep it between ourselves. Like, obviously confidential, but it's like, damn, fool. Like, don't tell me you guys are going to talk about it later right in front of me. Fuck. Rude.
But, I mean, at least they confirmed, though, like, that they do have aliens right now. They found an aircraft and everything. I wonder where. I don't think I heard, like, where they found it at.
I don't know. I didn't. I was so caught up in all the fucking shit from my car. Like, the world was blocked. I didn't notice aliens were here.
They look like, though. I wonder if they look like us.
I could show you a picture of my sister. She kind of looked.
No, that TikTok I sent you earlier had me fucking dead because I was like, dude, tell me why I'd probably fuck an alien too. Like, do you know which TikTok I'm talking about?
Yes. Yes, that shit was fucking.
And then she was like, and then like the alien pulled his dick out and she was like, wait, why you got 2 dicks? And
he's like, you got 2 holes, don't it? I was like, damn, like if aliens were really like that shit, I'd probably be like her too. Like, I might fold.
With them long ass fingers.
Would you ever actually like let's say they're not even cute or nothing, but like, would you ever let yourself get fucked by an alien? Like would you want to try yes, like would you fuck an alien for experience?
If they were like slinging dick?
Damn, everybody's gonna really think we're out here being hoes. Like, these bitches over here talking about fucking aliens.
I mean, like,
what if they don't have genitalia and they're not non-binary type shit? Like, what if they're not born with shit like us and don't have like stuff like that?
I don't know. I feel like, but like I said, like I feel like they don't look like what we think they look like. I highly doubt they're green with some big ass heads and some big ass eyes. Like, I really do feel like they look like us.
What, like fucking Zach and Cody? Like, what do you want them to look like?
Like, I feel like they look like us in a way. Like, I don't know. If I see an alien, they're slinging some dick. I fuck it.
What if they did look like fucking weird looking creatures? Would you still give it a shot just to say I fucked an alien?
If they're trying to fuck me, maybe.
Imagine they're like fucking like those types of animals or bugs where they fuck and either they kill their partner or they just die.
Like spiders.
So what do spiders do?
The female spider like kills the male spider.
There you go. Like, what if? Oh, the female though. What if they're waiting right there for you to stab them?
And then imagine like getting pregnant by like an alien. You have alien babies.
I'm gonna rule the world.
Wait, that's scary.
Me and my sons are gonna attack.
Because what if aliens do look like us? You fuck an alien, you get pregnant by them, and then we grow the species. Like, it just starts populating alien babies.
Would you fuck an alien?
I don't know if they're green like how they say they are, then I don't think so. Like, if they're green and weird looking, I'd probably be racist, bro.
You don't like him for his color and shit. Like, you'd even say like,
no, like
if he looks funny, nothing. No, if he's green though,
no, like if he looks weird and scary and talks like like if they talk like that, I probably wouldn't fuck. But
imagine they like literally like when we talk to them, they're over here like they're like, that's, you know how like people try to teach you to talk proper, like you know, they're probably over here correcting us on our English and shit. Like, what do you mean no cap? What are you saying, bitch?
What do you mean stupid? I feel like they're more advanced than this though, bro. If they got flying aircrafts and shit, can make it to fucking Earth, they're definitely more advanced. Like,
that fool said they have technology that we can't even understand. Like, straight up said, I cannot even process the thought of this shit right now. He's like, give me a second to process.
But like, what the fuck is so special about Earth that they want to come to Earth? Like, are they visiting like Mars and shit? Like, are they going to other planets? I wonder, like, what planet are they from?
Savannah's really like wanting to know it all. Like, we're supposed to give her the answers and shit.
Like, I'm just so curious because, bro, like, obviously we're our own humankind on Earth, and there's so many other planets out there. Like, what the fuck is out there for real?
What would you be more scared of, an alien or a ghost?
Fuck, I feel like a no. I feel like an alien.
Maybe let's not say, because then they might test us and be like, let's show you who's really more scary.
But it's so like unrealistic to think that there is aliens, like that. To actually see an alien in person, like, imagine, I would feel like I'm dreaming, because there's no fucking way. Like, you see this shit on movies.
Maybe there's all around us, and because we're so close-minded, we can't see shit.
And look at the fucking generation we live in. We can't take shit serious.
We're gonna be like, boy, let me get on that ass. Like, over here, looking the way you look.
They're gonna be all confused, like...
Dude, tell me why. Oh my god, I was at Mariana's right now, right? And I was getting avocados. And I seen this little old lady, and I'm at Mariana's, and I was all like, the avocados were green as shit. So in Spanish, I was all like, you want them for right now, or sure you want them for like a week? Because the way they're looking, she's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And I was speaking Spanish. And I was like, and I told her in English. She's like, why'd you talk to me in Spanish? I was like,
because she's at that market. Is that why?
I mean, I didn't know what she, low key, like, I think she could have been like chinita, but it was like, I mean, we're Marianas, you're old, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I was all like, damn, the one time, like, and then like yesterday too, when I was like at my car, was funny, like, there was this Cuban dude, and he was all like, at first he's all like, everything okay? Like, you could tell there was already an accent, but I was like, I mean, he knows Spanish, English. So I was like, oh, it's just like my key, all this and that. He's like, what? I'm like, it's in the car, like it's on and it's locked. He's like, what? He's all like, oh, la llave. I'm like, boy, you could have talked to me in Spanish. Like, do I look like I don't know shit? Like, I'm over here like busting out my Spanish and shit. Like, I don't know. It's funny to me, like, because so many people either are like, wow, you speak Spanish, like at your age, like they taught it to you, or it's like, oh, you know Spanish. Like, it's either like, damn, like I see you're Mexican, but you don't. There's people that also like, you don't look Mexican either. I'm like, what the fuck do I look like? You can play off as a white girl.
You think so?
I think you can play off as a white girl.
It's because I'm white skinned.
But maybe your hair is what throws it off. Your hair, like, is
okay. Right, so like, what about like when I do my makeup and stuff? Like, do I do it like a white girl? Like, do I talk like a white girl? Because I feel like white girls, like, I don't know. I feel like I do my makeup a certain way to where I don't look fully white. Because I'm not white at all. A lot of people think I'm white because I don't speak Spanish, but that's because I was
no, you look white. Your skin tone is way whiter. You're a white Hispanic.
Do I act white?
The thing is, I don't know how, like,
how white people act.
Not even just that, because it's like, honestly, I'm so blind to people, other than like what people give me, other than the rest, I'm blind to it. Because like, when I started dating my man, they were all like, oh, I thought he was a white guy.
Dude, I thought he was white too.
You see what I'm saying? But when I seen him, I didn't see a Hispanic, a white guy. I was like, oh, he's giving me this, I'm gonna give him this. I didn't see anything else. Like, I don't see other, like, how people are like that or anything. Like, other than what they give me is what I'm gonna give them. I like turn a blind eye to everything else, because it's like, if I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you. I don't look at anything else. So I don't know, like,
people definitely take advantage of the fact, though, that I don't speak Spanish. Like, bro, I would hate being
the way
around.
You tell me shit. Yes, they do.
I hated being around my ex, because when we were with him and his hoe ass friends, like, I would just be standing there, like, trying to fucking understand what the fuck they're saying.
She's over here holding Siri and shit, trying to translate.
They would do that shit on purpose, and I knew they were talking about bitches. Like, we would be out in public. All of a sudden, they're speaking Spanish. Like, okay, you guys were just speaking English. All of a sudden, you guys switch up. Like,
I think that it is fucked up to where it's like, because I mean, everybody sends in the nail salon, like, where you mostly have like Asian ladies and stuff like that. They feel like they talking shit, yeah. Or like, let's say like Hispanics too. We talk Spanish. People might think we're talking shit. Like, I think it's pretty fucked up. Like, if you don't know the other language, whatever, that's on you. Cool. But it's like, if you do know that language and like you show people that you're switching it up, I think that's fucking rude, because it's like, you probably aren't talking shit, But you're making somebody else feel left out.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
But not me over here, like in high school or well, no, it was in middle school. There was this girl and it was like four of us. We all talk Spanish and then her. But she was so quiet and awkward though. Like it wasn't awkward, it was just kind of just weird because she was like the most quiet person you would ever meet. She ended up sitting at our science table and it was kind of weird because she would kind of just like, she was very observant and we would just talk shit about her in Spanish, like, oh, like she's looking like this, or why is this nosy bitch being nosy, like just straight up talking shit the whole year. At the end of the year, she looks us dead in our eyes and she's like, ustedes no saben que sabe español, like straight up hit us with that shit and walked away.
She was
like
plotting
a
on
fucking
y'all.
mic drop, bitch. Like that shit was iconic. We all look at each other like mouths open, laughing like no fucking way. This bitch.
She knew Spanish the whole fucking time.
Yes.
Dude, see, fuck. Like, I wish I knew Spanish so I could do that same shit. Like,
but it's fucked up. Like, I know it was fucked up. But I was literally sitting with the mean girls, too. And I didn't want to get bullied.
You're like, I'm going to be the bully.
Literally, though, because I was in the fucking... These girls were known to be bitches. So it's all like, hey, they're vibing with me. I'm going to keep that shit in check. Like,
you're like, I'll be a bitch, too. I actually remembered a dream this time.
Oh shit. Okay, bring it up. Let's start it off before you forget it.
Okay, so have you ever had a dream where like you have people in your dream that you either have on Instagram, like people you don't fucking know, right? Tell me why last night I had a dream. I don't know if it was just a drunk dream because I fell asleep drunk. There's this guy I have on Instagram and like he's always doing sneaky shit. Like he's always like liking my stories, following me on my other accounts and stuff, but has a whole girlfriend. Like he even compliments me like.
But do you know him?
No, I don't know him. Like just through Instagram, just through social media. He
Mm-hmm.
popped up in my dream last night, random as fuck. Like I don't even talk to this dude. He pops up in my dream and he's like asking me if I want to go and like play mini golf with him or some shit. And it was so fucking weird because like the dream transitioned. And like we were there, his fucking girlfriend was there.
Oh my god!
And I just remember being like, damn, like I'm a whole ass fucking third wheel right now. Meantime, like
you were being their third wheel.
Yes, and I was like, what the fuck? Like this is what I came for. But it was weird because it's like
being all stupid and shit, like desperate as fuck.
It was weird though because I woke up and I'm like, this was the most randomest ass person to have in my dream. And then I just remember like it transitioned to me being at my ex's house and like. I don't know, like me and him started fucking with each other again.
You got pissed about being the third wheel. You went to go get some dick.
Yeah. It was just a weird ass dream. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's just because I was drunk and random people were popping up in that shit, but it felt so real. Like it was like those type of dreams where it was like, damn, like that's weird.
You were dreaming about wanting to get dick from two different dudes after you just got dicked down?
I didn't even think of that. Fuck, maybe.
No, bitch, most certainly. What do you mean?
Maybe I had that dream because I had just gotten dick down. Twice.
That's fucked up. If he hears this, he's gonna feel so much like shit. He's like, I gave her 2 rounds and that bitch still had to go to sleep to get some dick.
But no, I dreamt that after he left. Like, he had already left, so maybe I was missing the dick. I don't know. What about you? Did you have any crazy dreams recently?
I barely slept.
Dude, we forgot to fucking start writing down our dreams.
I was thinking about this all week. I'm like, we need to go get our dream journals when we go get our little candies for our guests and shit. You get some at the dollar store. Yep.
And I was thinking about writing down my dream last night too, and I was like, I'm gonna remember this one. For some reason, like it was just so weird to me because like it's people you don't expect in your dreams. Like, have you ever seen people in your dream that you've never met in your entire life?
Oh yeah, for sure. And there was even one time where it's like this is even before like I had this dream of this dude, and people literally say they've always had him in his dream. It's like And I don't remember the dream, but once I seen the picture, I was like, this fool looks familiar. And it was like this dude with like a bald spot, kind of like he had like hair, but like it kind of looked like a U, and like he was looking down. I don't know. It went viral at one point, but I remember seeing that. I was like, dude, why have I dreamed about that fool before? Yeah.
Really?
I don't like. The thing is, the people in my dreams, like most of the time, I don't really see faces. I hear voices. It's demons and shit.
Dude, that's
I've
scary.
been told before that I've been fucked in my dreams. Like there was so many times where I've had sleepovers and people tell me that I moan in my dreams. Literally, they say I'm like moaning in my dreams, and they're like, dude, it's kind of awkward. Like even when I sleep at my homegirls' houses, like this one, she's all like, dude, you were moaning, and
what the hell?
She's gay. It was Lily, my homegirl Lily. I always be talking about. She's gay, and she's all like, dude, like, yeah, you be moaning in your dreams, and it was kind of weird because it's like some of her family knows she's fucking gay and shit, and here I am coming to sleep over moaning. And yeah, and then like I said, it wasn't, my ex was very spiritual and was into all this shit, and he's all like, dude, like I've heard you moan in your dreams up to the point where I've seen your legs open.
Really?
Literally. But when he told me he's all like, you genuinely could be getting fucked. Like I'm like, can I tell you something? Because I told him, I'm like, dude, a lot of people have told me I've been moaning in my sleep for the longest. Like you could have something that's been fucking you for this fucking long. Tell me why. When he told me that, I was all like, I kind of got turned on, but at the same time I was also kind of scared. And I was like, before, like I would, like once he told me that, I'm like, I told my, like I spoke out. I was like, I don't want you to do nothing else to me. You don't have no more, like you can't do that to me no more. And I've asked my man if he's heard me moaning in my sleep, and he's like, not no more.
What the hell?
Yep.
I don't think I've ever moaned in my sleep, but I'm not even in front. I've had an orgasm in my sleep.
What? How?
A few times, actually. Dude, when I tell you, like, I swear to fucking God, I've had a few orgasms in my sleep.
How do you know like, you're having it? Like, you wake up soaked?
I wake up in the middle of it, like, as I'm finished. Like, not from touching myself or anything, like, I wake up and I guess I'm squeezing my legs together in my sleep that I've orgasmed before. And bitch, when I tell you it's the best feeling waking up to a fucking orgasm, it's the best fucking feeling.
Like you literally know what you're having.
Had it. Like I know I had it because it's like throbbing down there. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I've never told anyone
you've
that.
Had dreams about like fucking and that happens, or like
I've had sex dreams before where like I woke up and they've turned me on, but it would just be random where like I'll wake up and I'll have an orgasm and I'll just be like, oh, I just had an orgasm, let me go to sleep. Like it's the weirdest fucking shit ever.
That sounds nice, but maybe imagine you were getting fucked by a ghost.
Maybe
or some
I fucking
shit.
Was, I don't know, but like it's always the best
because you know like that I don't know what that actor is. He played one of the girls in White Chicks, but that scary movie parody that he made where he
Haunted House,
where he gets fucked by the ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine, like, that's actually something that does fucking happen. Like, literally, that's what I'm saying. Like, when my ex told me, I didn't, like, stop it or anything. But, like, my man also told me, he's like, yeah, you kind of moaned in your sleep and it was pretty hot. I'm like, huh, that shit's still going on? That's when I started speaking out. I'm like, stop it. You can't do nothing. And then I asked him, he's like, no, it's not, like, as much as it used to be or, like, at all. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's crazy. We're out here, like, fucking and having orgasms in our
aliens, ghosts, anybody can get it, bitch. Well, not no more. I have a man, but like shit, everybody was getting it. I'm over here literally saying, I don't think I was my prime hoe era.
See, this is why like I love being single and all, but I crave a man at night because it's like, damn, I would love to just wake up in the middle of the night to someone cuddling with me and then like fucking me from the side.
That's definitely like the best part. Like the best part for me about me and my man is like when I feel his arms wrapped around me. Like, yeah, there's all kinds of good shit, but I feel like for me the best part, like in any relationship, honestly, is just being in bed with somebody at night and holding, like, feeling warmth. I'm like,
and you want dick, all you gotta do is fucking rub your ass on their dick, like, that's it, and they get the fucking idea.
It's like, bitch, why are you playing stupid? Everybody knows a move. Just get to it.
Like, that's why that's kind of what I miss. Like, I miss the affection in a relationship, but I also miss being able to wake up in the middle of the night
and be like,
horny,
you wanna fuck?
And, like, waking them up. And
actually, I do have a dream.
Spill.
I told you about it, I think. So, where I was dreaming that I was eating In-N-Out and it was so delicious. It was like 3-4 in the morning, and I told you I woke up,
yeah.
And I was gonna wake up my man to see if In-N-Out was open. I was like, bitch, you are doing the most. You are not gonna eat In-N-Out right now. Go back to sleep. And my man was all like, my lady really had to shut herself down and like force her. Dude,
when you told me that, I was like, fuck, like,
you were like, In-N-Out sounds good.
I would have made my man go and give me some In-N-Out.
I think they were closed by then though, and it was
they
like
closed at like 2.
Bitch, he has to go to work like an hour after that. Like, he about to be late and shit. Cause why?
That's why I feel like I can't wait to get pregnant by the right person and have them in my life.
He told me, he's like, you should have woke me up. I would have been down for some animal fries. I'm like, no.
Before work and shit.
Don't tell me that. Literally, like, don't tell me that shit, bro. Cause then it's like, shit. Yeah, no, that was my dream though.
Watch, when I get pregnant, I'm gonna be waking them up in the middle. If I want McDonald's in the middle of the night, go get your ass up and go get me some fucking McDonald's.
Craving right now, like, but people say that when they get pregnant, they don't have their normal cravings. It's like some completely different shit. Sometimes even the shit that they always be craving becomes disgusting to them. That would suck ass if I can no longer fucking have, like, what's my favorite? Pozole. I don't want to jinx myself. Give me some wood.
When
bitch.
I was pregnant, I was craving a lot of spicy stuff. Like, I would crave spicy noodles so fucking bad. Like, the extra fucking hot spicy noodles. Don't tell me that,
because you have mine, and I might just fuck around and eat that shit before we go to the airport. I'm going to eat that shit.
Like, I would crave, like, spicy chips. But low-key, like, I kind of fucked up my pregnancy. Like, I hate to say it, but in a way, like, I feel like I wasn't taking care of myself, and that's kind of why I went through the miscarriage. Because, bitch, I was drinking caffeine. Like, at work, I'm around a lot of chemicals. Like, I breathe it in. I breathe in, like, MEK, alcohol.
What do you mean? You were drinking your Monsters?
No, like, I didn't know this. The refreshers at Starbucks have caffeine in them.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, bitch. I was over here getting
I actually barely found out, like, this year, too. So, you're not.
I didn't know that
the only one.
And I would get, like, Trenties and shit. Like,
oh my goodness.
Until my friend told me, she's like, wait, aren't you, like, not allowed to have caffeine? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this isn't coffee.
I'm drinking juice. Literally.
That
was
what
me,
I thought.
Because I found that shit out this year. Like, not even, like, that long ago.
Yeah, I found out a few months ago. Like, when I was pregnant, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know that these had caffeine in them. I'm over here drinking, like...
It's juice? You're the only person I know that gets Trentas, though. Yeah,
I didn't know, like, Trenta was a size until, like, last year, and I was like, oh fuck, I could get a bigger size. But low-key, it doesn't really make a difference. Like,
I seen that like, if you look at their fucking measurements anywhere, like, the amount of ice they put in that shit is ridiculous. Like, bro, would you put yourself this much?
That's why a lot of people ask for ice on the side.
On the side?
Yeah, like,
I get light ice, but I've never seen on the side.
I need to have ice though, because I like to chew on ice, like, after I finish a drink.
Yeah, I feel like it. For me, I like shit that's watered down, so I feel like it's a refill.
Nah, I need, like, a little snack after, and the ice is my snack.
I don't know if I said this on the podcast, dude. My brother did me dirty though. If not, it's gonna hit. But if I already said it, it's gonna hit again for anybody who didn't listen. Tell me why. I don't know what we were talking about. It was me, him, and my man, and I was like, yeah, now I need something sweet because I had just ate something spicy or some shit. Or, like, I don't know what the fuck. He's all like, why? I'm like, well, to get, like, the taste out of my mouth. He's like, why don't you use toothpaste? I'm like, damn. Like, here I am wanting a fucking candy.
You know what? Like, I fucking hate the taste of toothpaste.
It's not. I don't think it's supposed to be good. But then again, there's people who like mint ice cream and candies and shit like that. Like,
I like mint ice cream. Like,
you're weird,
dude. I love mint ice cream. Like, if I'm sitting there eating mint ice cream and someone tells me you're basically eating toothpaste, it will disgust me. Like, I don't like when people tell me that shit because toothpaste does disgust me.
And you get that a lot.
No, but there is times where people are like, how do you like mint? Like, it tastes like toothpaste. I'm like, bro, why would you tell me that? Because now the whole time I'm going to eat this, I'm going to be tasting toothpaste. Like, No, but cookies and cream smacks. And sherbet, you're the only person that I know that likes sherbet.
I feel like a lot of people have never even tasted sherbet though. I used to get that shit at school. That
it's
shit
like
smack.
creamy. Like,
let's talk about school lunches. That's for sure one thing that I'm like, that is crazy. You know how much shit will get thrown away at school lunches, and how many kids didn't get to eat none of that shit because they either didn't pay for it, they couldn't pay for it, or they weren't able to get the free lunch. Like, and there would be so many times where they weren't able to get shit, but yet at the end of lunch, if you didn't want nothing, you put it at the end of the table and you leave it there.
Really?
Or if not, like, depending on what it was, they either just make you throw it away.
Well, at my school, like, in the summer, they weren't ever greedy with the food. Like, if you wanted seconds, go get seconds. Like,
you guys were able to get seconds? Bitch, I would be so thirsty after a while because those little ass cartons of milk, and like they didn't let us get nothing. But yeah, like I said, if you didn't drink your milk, you had to put it at the end of the table.
Like, even like during the summer, like the schools would go to parks and give out food, like free, like school lunch, free, like, to everybody. Parks? Yeah, like that you would go at a certain time, and like it's basically first come first serve. Like, come until we run out of food. Like, they would give out free food.
I think they did start doing that at one point, like when I was in high school. My little sister went to kinder. I think that's where they did start having, like, you could come to the school and come get some food during summer vacation and stuff like that, or you could come and donate for people that are at summer vacation and still need help. Yeah, dude, like in the summer I'll be like, I'm fucking hungry, I'm gonna walk to the park and get myself a plate of food, like, cause school lunch would low-key smack, not gonna lie. What was your favorite school lunch? Mine was the chalupas. Mine was the breadsticks with the cheese breadsticks, yeah, with the marinara sauce. Bro, that shit was so fucking good. The pizza never smacked though. That shit was always cold, but like, we always got Papa John's. When I told my man that, the thing is, he lived in the middle of the desert. He didn't get shit but the school lunches. Oh. But I would tell him, like, yeah, we would have Canes come over. Oh yeah, I heard you guys had Canes. Swirl, Panda. Damn, what the Papa fuck? John. We had Pizza Hut. No, but you would in middle school we had Pizza Hut. In high school we had Papa John's. But like for like the Canes, Panda, and all this and that, you had to pay for that. But like the pizza was free because it was like, it's either you could pick what the school made or you get pizza. And that was like middle school and high school. Damn, we didn't get none of that shit. We just got fucking school lunch, burritos, Pizza Hut. The burritos smacked. The burritos smacked. I remember like when I had graduated, my aunt started working in the school lunches. And like she would hook it up. Damn, that was like, this was an unplanned episode. We're already like almost 2 hours in. But we've been talking. Yep, and we're gonna have to leave soon to take you. But let's go ahead and jump into our period app before anything. So, do you want to do yours or I do mine? You do yours. Okay. Let me see. With this period app, gives you like questions that you could go ahead and either pick answers that they gave you, or you could just go ahead and write your answers. Not all of them have answers on there, but yeah. Okay, ready? Yeah. Okay, so this question is, friends with benefits, has it worked for you? We never did this one? Okay. For me, yes, because I can separate sex from emotion. I know that for a lot of people, no. For me, it did end up working in the long run. But the thing is, I have had friends with benefits, but that was very rare. For me, it was mostly like, what I liked is just, you want to fuck? Okay. And literally there was no other conversation ever. Like, no text. Like, there might be a conversation in person, but like the second we're done fucking, that's it. Like, it's not until when do you want to fuck again. Yeah. So I never really like went for friends with benefits, because I feel like if you guys are friends in a way, it gets like any messy, little emotion. Huh? Yeah. Any little emotion can get messy. Yeah, that's true. What about you? Does it give you answers or no? Yeah. I feel like with me, I can't be friends with benefits with someone because this kind of goes back to like what we talked about a few episodes ago, like with the sneaky links. Like, I become very obsessive and attached, and it, like, if we were friends before too, I feel like you said, it would just fuck it up and become messy, and like
obviously if I catch feelings for you and you don't feel the same way, like I'm gonna feel the need to not be friends with you, because then I'm gonna be stuck on those feelings with you, you know. So I feel like I couldn't do it.
And that's like, a friend is somebody, like, for good relationships you kind of do start off as friends. So then it'll also be very confusing where it's like, what if you do fall in love with that friends with benefits, and then it's like, let's take it slow, but it's like, bro, we already fucked. What do you mean take it slow? You know? So what's some of the answers?
Someone said, let's see.
It is me always smacking my lips on the fucking audio. I'm telling you. Sorry, guys.
Fuck. Okay, wait. This is a good one. It says, I've always had nothing but a sexual attraction for my friends with benefits from the first time I saw him, because he gave mysterious vibes. The sex was always 10 out of 10, minus nothing. Literally, I'm having flashbacks. This man made me feel so comfortable being single. I can't lie. It gave me some weird ass fucking confidence boost. Use him to explore different parts of my body. Okay, see, that's a good answer, because I feel like being friends with benefits with someone and then being your sneaky link or whatever, I feel like it's a whole other different type of comfortable than just fucking anybody else, you know? Like, you're my friend. I don't gotta worry about you being my man. We're just fucking the fucking, like, I'm comfortable with you, you know? The same way she said it.
And we can try new things, see if I even like it. If not, like, we're good. Like, you can try some new shit. Maybe I might like your shit. Like, that, like, shit.
Let me use you to try some shit out for my future fucking man.
Dude, literally, like, I remember, like, it always goes back to this one sneaky link, and it was like, for me, like, I feel like I always wanted shit from guys, but I felt like they were never down for shit like that, because I could tell the way that they were fucking. But like, there was dead ass this one time, like, this dude, I was looking at him, I'm like, I don't know, you speak demon right now. Like, I was like, smack me. He's like, he stopped mid-stroke. He's like, what? I'm like, smack me. This boy knocked my fucking, like, hearing out. Like, if I had a hearing aid, shit, like, it went, sing. And I was like, I smiled, bitch. And I was like, I'm about to do some shit that I have never done before. And yeah, like, that was like, like how she said, explored my body and see what I liked. And that's when I found out. I'm over here, like, telling everybody.
You're like, that's how I found out what I liked, huh?
Yeah, like, some crazy ass shit. And it's like, it's cool because, like, if you do find somebody the way she did, to where they're down, like, it finding out new things about yourself sexually is kind of like how you said, superior.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, like, it makes you feel good. Like, that dopamine hits.
Yeah, like she said, like, the confidence.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, like, with that boy best friend I have, like, with him, see, because there is certain people you can have friends with benefits with. Like, with him, I feel like I don't see him like that. But the way he talks about sex is like, okay, you'd be a good person to show me some things. Like, we could show each other shit.
And it's also always good to show each other stuff, because that's usually what even people say who have long relationships. We switch it up. We do new shit. Like, there was a time where I even fucking told my man, I was all like, every month I want you to do something new to me that you've always wanted to try, or something that you just out of nowhere fell upon and you want to try it out. Do it to me. And I was like, yeah, go for it.
If you want to smack me across the head with a pan,
shut the fuck up, Savannah.
I'm into that freaky shit.
You're into something else. Like, last time Jeffrey,
I haven't met my match yet, though. Like, I haven't met someone that, like, talks shit to me, like, fucking wants to whip me and shit. Like, I haven't met that person yet.
Tell me why I like the talking shit. Like, I don't know. Or like,
take that shit, bitch.
No, literally, that same sneaky link was all like, shut the fuck up. And I was like,
you're like, okay.
Yes. I was like, I have never had a man say that shit to me where I wasn't going to rock his shit, but I don't know what I was saying, and he literally told me shut the fuck up and, like, shoved my face on the pillow. I was all like, huh? Like, I couldn't even get mad. I was like,
you're like, I could barely breathe, but okay.
Literally. Dude, have you ever been fucking and then, like, they put you in the most uncomfortable position, or, like, head down somewhere or some shit, or, like, bitch, I have glasses. Sometimes I don't even have time to take off my glasses, but you let that shit happen because, like, the dick is good and you're just, like, uncomfortable as fuck. You're like, damn, low-key, this fucking hurts. Like, let's say they're grabbing you somewhere or some shit, and it's like, but I don't care.
Yeah, I feel like with my ex, too, like, he would do that shit, too, bro. Like, there would be times where I'd have my face in a pillow too. Like, couldn't even breathe. But
that's the worst part, when they shove your face down. It's like, ugh.
But I feel like for me, it was more like, okay, he's feeling good right now, so let him feel good.
Yeah, that's also that too, because it's like, you can tell this fool's going in right now. So it's like,
I don't want to be a buzzkill. Like,
literally. And what sucks is, like, you also have glasses though. Like, doesn't it suck when you're like, you don't even get to take your glasses off before that, and low-key you're like, fuck my glasses. Like,
that was me last time, but I gotta be careful in mine because those are fucking expensive.
Yeah,
like,
these, as soon as we're getting down to business, I'm like, here, because I don't got insurance no more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you better take these bitches first. Like,
no, you know what? I have an eye insurance for just $1.
Oh,
bitch, if you ever need glasses, let me know.
Because you work.
See, I fucked up with those glasses though, because I didn't have the eye insurance yet. Like, I barely got it this year when like it renewed and shit, and I paid.
But how am I gonna go in your insurance? You just give me my frame.
I think so. I'm pretty sure there's a way where I could go with you and like use my discount or something.
Say less, guys.
Yeah, dude, because I paid like $400 for mine.
Guys, use code Savannah over.
If you need a referral, hit me up.
She's giving us a discount, everybody. If you're in Vegas, pull up.
Only for $1 too. When they told me that, I was like, say fucking less.
Like, why are you asking me? Take that shit. Take it on my check. Shit, everybody gets it. I'll put it $20 for the whole company. Say less. All right, read one more of your answers.
Okay, let's see. I want to get like a bad one.
A bad one?
like a negative one.
Oh, okay. Ooh, juicy.
Okay, this one says, friends with benefits led to heartbreak and emptiness for me until she's bringing up God. Until I surrendered my life to Jesus and abstained from sex until marriage.
A man fucked her up that
right.
bad to where, like, God is like,
she
that's
became
on you.
celibate until
no, but
like
the
marriage.
celibacy was what fucked me up. Like, what?
And then she found like a new man or whatever, got married.
Men ain't shit, cause like, damn, bro, you went celibate because of that fool?
Do you think you could ever go celibate?
Hell no. I literally told you I was addicted to sex. Like,
you know what? I was thinking about going celibate like last week, and I was like, dude, like I really want to, but
I'd go
like,
crazy.
Yeah,
I'd go fucking insane.
I couldn't, because to me celibacy is like, okay, you can't fuck, you can't make out with anybody, like it's basically you're healing. Like, don't be around guys.
I'd rather be
shit.
broken.
I'd rather be fucking depressed.
I'd rather be depressed than dick pressed. Literally.
I don't think I could ever be celibate.
I have, dude, for the longest, like, I cannot remember the longest I have ever been celibate, because, like, I cannot, like, I said I probably was addicted. No, like, I've stopped drinking, bitch. I don't think I can stop fucking. Like,
and I'm in my fucking
pick up a
prime
bottle
right now. Like, you know how many guys want to fuck, and I would fuck. Like, I'm in my prime. I haven't been single literally my whole fucking life, so I'm going
now
crazy
it's like
right
you want
now.
to, like, you're at an ice cream store, like, let me get a sample of all of them.
Yeah.
Until you get the mint. The fool that smells good, because the rest I'm just kidding.
I feel like I'm just testing out like the waters right now.
The water's big,
but you know
you better hurry up because it's running out of water.
You know what? Not one of them. Like, I'm be so honest. I'm sorry to who. I'm sorry if they listen to this shit. Not one of them have made me finish.
Why is it that men think once they're done, it's done? I'm sorry, Savannah. Maybe you need to sleep some more. Maybe you can have one of those dreams again.
Maybe I just need to get my orgasms in my sleep.
All right. For my question, it's, are there any activities you prefer to avoid during your period?
Like sexual wise, or like just
any
in general?
Activities?
I feel like when I'm on my period, I don't know. No, you know what? When I'm on my period, I honestly hate feeling horny. So I hate being around a guy, because then it's like, damn, like, it's so hard to control myself when I'm on my period and I'm horny, because it's like all I want is
dick. Do you get more
dick.
horny on your period?
I do.
Yes.
It's like I crave
insane.
it even more.
Like, it be making you like, I will really take over your body right now, but I can't.
Yeah. That's like the worst part about being on your period too.
It drives me literally insane. And it's like, I still wait a couple days after my period because I don't want to add days.
Yeah. So that's why, like, I avoid getting comfortable with the guy while I'm on my period because it's like, fuck you, I want to fuck. Like,
yeah. Dude, it sucks. For sure, that's the worst thing. Like, it's like, and for you, it's like right now you're single, so it's like you don't have that like I'm about to fold type shit too. I mean, you could have a dude come over, but it's like,
yeah, because I'm not living with somebody.
Yeah, so. But me, it's like I'm with him. He's right next to me. I'm like, fuck, like this is fucking tough, man. Like I'm over here like. There's times where I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want to you. I know I can't do, like, we can't do the most, but it's like, this fucking sucks. Because, like, you know how men get blue balls? Like,
yeah.
We don't get blue balls, but whatever the hell we get.
I think we get frustrated. Bitchy. Yeah. I get super frustrated. Like, if I can't have dick in that very moment, I get so mad. Like, I remember there would be times where, like, I would tell my ex, like, dude, like, I want to go home and fuck right now. And, like, we would be busy doing something. He's like, no, like, we can't right now. And I would get so fucking mad because I'm like, bro, fuck you. Like,
gay?
Like, wow, right? You'd rather be out with the homies and go and get, like, a quick fuck. Whole time he was fucking with them.
Bitch, he was getting the fuck. You weren't getting the fuck. Oh, fuck. Was that my question? Wait, what's going on? No, that was your question. All right, for me, the activity that I don't like doing at all is running errands. Like, if I don't got groceries, I don't give a fuck. Like, we're eating what's in the house. I am not going nowhere to do shit. Like, even if I had plans, like, I will send my man. You go do that shit. Like, let's say I started my period right now, and I was supposed to take you to the airport. Either way, he's taking us because I don't like driving at the airport. He's all like, then why'd you tell her yes? I'm like, when I agreed, I meant you take her to the airport. He's like, why? The airports give me anxiety, bitch. That shit's confusing.
It's not confusing. You just go
then you drive there.
Bitch, fuck no. Do not trust me with your fucking car.
I just want to get you back because it was like when you told me you go to the Air Force then. Fucking bitch.
You be catching all that shit when you're listening to
dude, when I'm listening and editing, I be laughing. I'm like, this fucking bitch really told me. Then you go. That shit had me dead, dude. There's so many times where I'm literally like, my man looks at me and I'm just cracking the fuck up. And then there's like times where I'm like, he gotta hear this. I used to let him listen while I edited, like, because I used to play it on the computer. Now I like to do it with my headphones in so I can know, like, for most people are going to listen to it through a headphone. So now, like, whenever it's really juicy, I'll just throw my fucking AirPod. I'm like, you need to listen to this shit. But for sure it's errands. Like, I'll do work, whatever, and everything. But if you have me go run some shit, I'm not going.
You know what? Actually,
just to go get food.
I'm the opposite. When I'm on my period, I want to be doing stuff. I want to be active so my period could end faster.
Really? No.
So, like, when I'm on it, I actually, like, I drink more water. Like, I try to be more active because it will shorten your period.
When I'm on my period, I do drink more water and I do, like, have more, like, healthier stuff because I'm, like, I know that if I fall into the cravings right now, like, that's it. Like, they will win. But, like, I also, because, like, when you're on your period, like, I feel so drained. So it's like, I need to have any boost of energy I can have. That's why now when I'm on my period, I be hitting the refreshers. Especially with this heat.
I don't really get bad periods, though. Like, I don't get bad cramps. Like, I'll get cramps, but it's never to the point where, like, oh, my God, I can't move. Like, I think I got pretty lucky with my periods because my periods, one, don't last long. They're not that heavy. Like, I probably bled through maybe only, like, once in, like, years.
Damn, now I'm like, when did I? The thing is, thankfully, I haven't bled through, like, to my sheets, but I have bled through some panties, sadly. Ooh, speaking of, let me, no, you know what? Speaking of Ice Spice, she, like, literally came out in an interview and she pulled out panties from her bag. I think the interview was like, let's see what's in her purse type shit.
Oh, yeah.
And she pulled that panty. She's like, you know, you always gotta have it because, like, shit, like, you always need a fresh pair of panties just in case, you know, she didn't say in case you get a quick fuck.
Mm-hmm.
She just said you always need a pair in case you want to switch it out or whatever. And I'm like, I have spare underwear in my bag and in my car.
Really?
I have it because well, first I have like a backup bag of like clothes, anything like sweaters, just in case, like if I'm ever out and fuck around, sleep over somebody's house or like emergencies.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have one in my bag just in case I start my period out of nowhere. Or no, back in the day when I was like fucking around, I didn't carry panties. I would just like go home commando.
Damn, I need to start carrying panties.
It's low-key comes in clutch.
But I'm always at home, so like I never really find a need to have extra panties on me.
Like, I just need to go to the room.
Yeah, I just need to go and change. Like,
yeah, no, dude, there was a time where like I genuinely forgot my underwear in some dude's car.
really?
And I was like, fuck, like I don't know where that shit fell, but I knew it was in his car. And like, I mean, I don't think he had a girlfriend or anything, but I was like, damn, like this feels so weird. Like my panties are not with me, they're in this fool's car. Like, yeah, that shit was kind of weird. I've hung my underwear on my man's car though.
I'm about to like sneak some underwear in like my little sneaky links car. You're like, what car? I'm gonna put them in his pants so that he goes home like and he looks in his pockets.
Dude, you know what's funny? I don't know how, because I don't wash my clothes when my man's wear clothes. His work clothes is its own whole load. Tell me why this fool comes home and he pulls out my panties from his sweater pocket. Like, from, like, literally the one on your chest. He pulls out my panties from his fucking pocket. And I was like, when did you take my underwear? He's like, no. This shit was, like, clutched to my fucking sweater, and I didn't know I went to work like this.
Imagine they would have fell out, like, in front of the homies or something.
They would have been, like, dabbing him up and shit, like, hey. No, but he's like, I don't know how. I told him, I was like, how the fuck did my panties get in your shit? Because, like, I don't wash my clothes with your work clothes. Like, damn, that shit either got caught in, like, the dryer, but, like, what the fuck? Yeah. And so he's all like, yeah, I thought it was pretty hot. He's all like, I thought you did that shit on purpose.
He's probably like in the bathroom sniffing them and shit.
They were clean. They washed with his clothes. The sweater that he had, it was winter, and I bought him a wool sweater. So that shit grips onto anything. Yeah. And my panties were lace thongs.
So the like, static probably.
Yeah, it went. Yeah. And dude, I was like, when I thought this fool took my dirty panties to work, like, oh, I'm picking them from the hamper and shit. And I was like, that's fucking insane. That shit was funny. I'm like, that is pretty hot though.
Damn, now I want a man to like just carry my underwear with him. Like,
me and my man fell into that trend where you put a bra strap on as a bracelet.
Oh my god, I want to do that.
His mom seen that. She's all like, you guys think that's cute? I'm like, oh, most definitely I do. Tell me some shit. I don't care.
Next time he comes over, like next time my man comes over, I'm still single, guys, but
her sneaky link.
Yeah, this is a new sneaky link.
You can go ahead but don't waste a bra, bitch. Like, that bra was already done. Like,
no, but like I had strapless bras. I prefer them to be strapless rather than the strap and just
really
the strap. Yeah,
I'm a strap person. I don't know, like, what's gonna hold them up? Like, your titties, like, do they really work without a strap? I've never even tried it because I'm like, no way. Like, your titties cannot just be like in place without a strap.
I mean, they're not super like pushed up like with a bra strap, but I prefer wearing strapless bras because they're more comfortable. Like, I don't gotta worry about my wire. Well, not the wire, like the strap falling. Like, especially if I'm wearing shirts that are like, what is it called? Like the no shoulder shirts. They're not like sleeveless shirts. When I'm wearing sleeveless shirts, like I always wear like strapless bras because I can't go without wearing a bra if I'm out. Like, I have to have a bra
in public. I cannot. Yeah, how girls do that shit, I don't know.
Hard ass nipples and shit.
Dude, not even that. Like, whatever. That's your nipples, but it's like my titties are small. Like, that shit looks like, hello, young man. Like,
okay, no, because I've been wanting to get my nipples pierced for the longest. So if I had pierced nipples, I would not mind going out and showing them off because it's like they're not gonna pay attention to my boob size. They're gonna see, oh, she has nipple piercings.
Yeah.
So that's why like
it's a mating call.
That's when I'll go out with no bra on. But until then, I'm gonna have a fucking bra on, like.
Because you don't just want your nipples out there.
Yeah, like
I would if I had titties. I'm not gonna lie. If I had titties, cool. I would do it. I don't have titties.
I'm jealous of the bitches that have titties though, and they're like perky, like they hold themselves up.
They're a decent size,
Yeah.
like. But then again, I've seen girls who have good titties and they get jealous of my ass. So it's like it always falls back to none of us like anything. But oh shit, let me see. Some of the answers here are everything except lying in the bed all the time. And I feel like I'm that person. Like I said, I'll go to work, I'll do whatever I have to do, clean, cook, whatever. But it's like once priorities are done, don't fucking talk to me. I'm in the shower and in bed and I'm just dying. Leave me alone. So that's crazy how she doesn't want to be in bed. A lot of people are saying living, existing, breathing, like they just being awake. Oh my God, and nobody wants to be here for this shit. Some girl said, nope, she said being alive. Never mind. Dude, literally everybody just says like some shit that they
everyone just wants to die and shit.
One girl said traveling. Fuck, I'll travel on my period as long as I'm getting out. Fuck yeah, that's probably when I will go out.
Being on my period though on a plane, like the times I'm on my period and I've traveled like to California on the plane, it's so uncomfortable because it's like I'm
them
not
little ass bathrooms.
Yeah, like I'm not about to get up and go and like walk down an aisle with everyone probably staring at my ass, probably hearing my pad like crinkle or shit.
I don't know if we said it on the pod, but can I say it?
Yeah.
The other day, Savannah was pulling out her wedgie, and I heard her pad crinkle. We were both on our period. I heard it crinkle. I didn't say shit. I just laughed in my head. And I don't know how it came up that I told you, though.
No, I think we were walking up the stairs or something.
And you said you had a wedgie.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, my pad. I'm like, yeah, I know. I heard it the other day. And she was like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, I heard your pad crinkle.
Them pad wedgies be the worst. Like,
dude, it's so, like, it's the worst because of the feeling, and it's the worst because you can fucking stain yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's ass. But we have to start heading to the airport. So, that was our fucking episode. That was so unplanned. Like, this was my most unplanned episode. No, I think our first episode together was my most unplanned because I was literally just like, fuck it, you want to record? So, sorry to the girls that were supposed to be here yesterday. Hopefully we can still have them on. They're fucking dope, guys. So we're working on it. Shit happens. Life sucks sometimes. I mean, we just had a whole fucking 15 answers of girls saying I don't want to be here when I'm on my period.
We're gonna cleanse ourselves so bad shit could stop happening to us.
Please, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your
sneaky links, tell your boss, tell some fucking random stranger, hey, you look like a bitch who doesn't care. Let me give you 2 bitches who don't care. Right here on Sin Vergüenza. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Listen Notes, Amazon Music. We're on anywhere and everywhere you can possibly think of. Google fucking podcast. Podcast. TikTok, Instagram, all the links and shit. We're all gonna be there. If you guys simply go to our Instagram, that shit has every single link that you're gonna be looking for. We have the reels, everything. Savannah, do you want to say something to our great group of bitches? Oh, another thing, sorry. Our Google Forms is also in the bio, so you can go ahead and drop your dreams, drop any advice that you want to ask, any comments that you have on the episodes. If you guys do comment on our questions on Spotify, just know those are anonymous, but if you want to go ahead and just answer that, I said it right, don't say shit. If you want to go ahead and bring that shit up on the Google form and just mention like, oh, I want to answer the Spotify question, here's my answer, go for it. But yeah, so shout out to you bitches. Peace out.
Peace out, bitches.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa de papel.